Aloha, great job today. Gonna go over the melody portion for the fingers really quick, just so we can see it. I'm not gonna be looking at the video, you're just gonna be looking at my fingers here. Anyhow, the idea and concepts we have. Keep going with our spider exercises. Every time you pick up your guitar, just for a quick refresh, doing these is really going to help them. I suggest doing them all with your right hand with a pick. Make sure that you do all downstrokes the first time through and then all upstrokes the next time through. You're going to find that upstrokes are extremely hard later on down the road if you do not practice them now. Look what I'm doing. I never do these all upstrokes, but it really gives me attention to detail while doing them. The next thing to do is to do down, up, as if you're going to be doing eighth notes. Ready? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, which makes this a lot easier. This is considered a type of alternating picking, opposed to doing like a down, down, up, which is why we learn how to do all downstrokes. A lot of times, some people will do down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And they do their scale picking that way. Very interesting. It helps out with different intervals and where notes lie in scales, okay? Other than that, what we're doing is we're making sure that we know why we play these chords. C major, A minor, they're relative. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, all those are natural notes, meaning I don't have any sharps, nor do I have any flats. But when you take that same kind of C to a D, E, F, you can do that starting with G, and you can still say C, D, E, F, but the notes will actually be G, A, B, C. It doesn't change as far as the way that they go, but it does change in the way that we talk about them. Because this note is an F, and this note is an F sharp, meaning that this note is an F, and that this note is an F sharp. We go up octaves that way. So when I play something along the lines that has an F sharp in it, G, A, B, C, D, E, all of these were natural notes until I get to this F sharp, and that becomes a sharp accidental note. I don't call it F sharp accidental note, I just call it an F sharp, because if I were not to play this T-do, this F sharp to a G, I would have a ta-do, which is still a major, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ta-do, but that flat seventh, that minor seventh, rather than the major seventh, the T-do, ta-do, it just changes the way the air feels. If I'm playing a G major, great. G major 7, great. But G dominant 7, I have to use that F, because that's the note inside of a G7. We'll go over this and the different types of intervals and how to manipulate your triads with it. However, this week, use your teeter-totters to understand the E major. E major can be played with 2 different fingerings. A minor, which looks a heck of a lot like the E major, can be played with 2 different fingerings. And then we scoot that up to get the same thing. The resource we're going to use is your new song. The chords were E minor, which you could do as an E minor 7, E minor 6, E minor 9. Your A minor 7, A minor 6 works great. A minor sus even works really well. You have your A minor with an F sharp in the bass. I love that because that kind of uses the major third over the top of the minor. In the key of A minor, you have A, C sharp, and E, but in the key of A major, in the key of A minor, you have A, C, and E. If you had A major, it'd be A, C sharp, and E. That F sharp is the relative minor of A major, meaning even in A minor, the F sharp is in the scale. I could use that as a different modal structure. 1, 2, 3, flat 3, 4, 5, natural 6, 1. So what we do, or natural 7, 1. So what we do is we try and see these as being different scales, different modes, but being tangibly the same thing. Aforementioned G major, E minor, they both are the same chord. They both have an F sharp. When I play a G major, I can play all the notes for E minor. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, C, D, so on and so forth. When I'm playing out, I could play that E minor, A minor, F sharp, and then our D that we play changes tempo. So we'd have a 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. unless we got that wrong and it's on the last two beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Either way, you can change it up and write it however you want. So this week, try and use different fingerings for the E minor. And when you use this one, you realize, oh, you can't hit that cool 7th or the 6th because your finger's are already taken and you wouldn't go underneath like this. That'd be crazy. So try and feel out the fingers where the positionings can be. And remember, hit wrong notes. The only way to know if it's a right or a wrong chord is by practicing and playing it out. The other chord that we went over today that was interesting was the G, first finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then go up to the G string and play it at the 4th fret to give yourself a B. Between the G and the B and all the other strings, you get a version of your G major, which is used a lot in type of open alternate chords. You can do it as a G, you can do it as an A, you can do it as a B minor, you can do it as a C sharp minor, you can do it as a D, you can use it as E minor, A major. We'll teach you how to do this and use the back of your fingers to finger mute these. But the one thing I do have to say, and I will slow down talking for this, you are doing a great job. Whatever you're doing, keep it going. I'm glad that you're enjoying this. Remember, writing things out, that's probably backwards, isn't it? Writing things out while we're doing this will help you not only to retain how to write music, but how to read music. The things that we looked at in the book that had Deo basically had our melody going from a That's the whole song with the melody. Underneath the chords are F major. We're going to go to a C with our C, E, and then instead of playing a C major, we're going to put that 7th in there. It looks like a D major, D7, and we just play that form right there on the 3rd fret. Makes a C7. You can also put that pinky up top to cover these. It works quite well to have the G over the top, which is just the 4th. C, D, E, F, G is the 5th. Sorry about that. So we've got a Deo, Deo, daylight come and he won't go home. Deo, Deo, daylight come and he won't go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and he won't go home. Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and he won't go home. Heave 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, punch. Daylight come and he won't go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot, punch. Daylight come and he won't go home. Day, he said day, me said day, oh. Daylight come and he won't go home. Day, he said day, oh. Daylight come and he won't go home. Daylight come and he won't go home. Great job today. Try and move that melody over the top of those chords. Play it out, record it yourself, record yourself playing, or just play over the top of that. Either way, really enjoyed seeing you this week. We'll see you next week at 3:20. Aloha.